Welcome to Little More. I'm your host, Stella Littlemore, mindset coach, lifelong student of personal growth, and someone who's here to challenge, support, and remind you just how capable you really are. This podcast is all about ditching self-doubt, building unshakable confidence, and stepping into that version of yourself, the one who actually believes she can have it all. You can expect real talk, a little tough love, and the occasional existential crisis because, let's be real, growth isn't always glamorous. But here's the truth. You are worthy of more, and together, we're going to make sure it happens. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Little More the podcast. I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. I'm in a new place again. This is the 7th time I've moved in the last 12 months, and honestly, I'm done. I'm staying here for a while, hopefully. I really hope that the audio ends up turning out okay because I've polished concrete floors in this house. So I know it's a little bit echoey, but I'm just like praying that this microphone does its thing and it's not too bad because this is what I've got to work with right now. I haven't bought a rug. There's still lots of things I need to buy, but I'm in a new house, and that I kind of wanted to give a bit of a life update in this week's episode. If you haven't gathered, I don't even know how to say this. I have the boy, I really don't know how to word this. I guess there's no easy way to say it. We broke up, and so I have moved house. Honestly, I don't think I'm ready to even talk about this. I think it's probably, as it does, take time. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, this is real life. This is real people, and this impacts a lot of people. It's not like a typical relationship. There's kids involved. There's, a family to protect. And so, yeah, that's where we're at. But I guess I haven't really planned this episode. I kind of just wanted to jump on the mic and talk to you girls. I feel like I get a lot of creativity and momentum when I go through big change, and I guess I'm put in a place of pain because pain moves you, forces you to grow, things change. And I guess I wanted to talk about that. On the weekend, I went and hung out with a few girlfriends. 2 of them I met for the first time over the weekend, and they were both also navigating breakups. Talking to these girls made me realize I think this breakup has felt a lot different to other breakups. I know I am a certified lover girl. I did not choose the lover girl life. It chose me. I think being a combination of ADHD and a Cancer and a lover girl, I feel things deeply. I guess I just wanted to create a space create an episode that allows other girls that are going through a breakup or change or losing someone or whatever it is, and I guess let you know that you're not alone. It will get easier. I have obviously been through a few breakups. I went through, leaving my ex-fiance, leaving a relationship in another country, and those 2 experiences, as well as losing my brother, just puts into perspective that it's not that bad. And yes, it hurts, and I think that's the hardest part of it, is it hurting and knowing that time is going to heal and I will get over it and I will be okay. And you know what? Every time you hit rock bottom, it's only so that something better can fall into place. So I know all of these things, but it doesn't take away from the fact that you still have to feel it to heal it. And, sometimes that does look messy. Sometimes that does look ugly. Sometimes it doesn't feel fair. And sometimes you do question why. Why did this have to happen? Why? I thought that this is what I wanted. I thought that this is everything that I wanted and more. You're not always going to know why. And I think that's hard, obviously. I know that there's a lot to be grateful for. I had a beautiful relationship, like the best relationship I've ever seen and experienced. It was everything that appeared on social media. It was, there was a lot. I don't want to get upset. I'm okay. I have a client call after this, so I can't get upset. I can, but we might just have to postpone it until after because I need to be able to give my everything to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this episode. I guess I kind of just wanted to share my realizations and my lessons as I'm kind of going through it. I have always been a very transparent and open platform for you girls, and I think this has been hard because while things have happened that have hurt me, at the end of the day, the biggest lesson overall is hurt people hurt people. So heal before you bleed on the people that you love, because that's not fair and it only hurts both of you. Guys, this is a really hard episode. I feel like this is just going to be all over the place, but I just know that I need to get something out. I mean, I know that I can take time off and it doesn't even need to be explained, but I guess, yeah, just after catching up with those girls over the weekend, I realized that there are so many people going through breakups, and it does really impact people in a way that maybe feels like a step backwards. This relationship breakdown has, yes, it's hurt. Don't get me wrong. I've had moments where I'm just like, why? Like, why is this happening? I would say overall, I am doing pretty well. You know, it all happened. 2 days later, the next day I found a house. 2 days later after that, I moved into a new house. I furnished it. And yeah, like I've just had to carry on. I've, got a business that needs me and people that are relying on me. Honestly, through the lens of personal development, and I said this in my last breakup, it was through the lens of personal development that I was able to recognize the situation that I was in and get myself out accordingly. And I really feel like in this season and this period of transformation and growth, it's been personal development that's allowed me to continue carrying on in my business and showing up for others, getting things done and taking the actions and still moving towards the end goal or the future, whatever it is. I did a post on TikTok actually this morning about the misconception with personal development. I think that a lot of people think that, and myself included, that the more that you personally develop, the less that you're going to hurt. And while there's an element of truth to that, you probably recognize things for what they are quicker rather than learning the hard way and going through the pain of that. But it doesn't make you exempt from pain. And unfortunately, that's fucking life. You're going to get heartbroken. You're going to lose people. You're going to go through seasons where showing up for yourself means leaving people behind, and that hurts. And you kind of have to feel that to heal it. But what personal development does is it allows you to return back to baseline quicker. And that is what's going to hold you in your business and in your friendships, and showing up for work and showing up for yourself is having the tools to emotionally regulate and the emotional intelligence and knowing how to process things and to move through it and being able to sit alone. I think that's a really big thing. I have noticed in this breakup, I am sitting alone. I'm sitting in it and I'm feeling it and I'm processing it and I'm allowing myself that time to just go through it. And as I said before, that looks fucking messy at times. It looks ugly. It's tears. It's, crying to my mum on the phone, but I'm comfortable being alone. And I think, I know so many people around me that can't sit in that discomfort of being alone, and that is scary. You're also robbing yourself from an opportunity. If you can't, at the end of the day, the only person that knows how to love you the way that you deserve is you. And the beauty within that is that we have that within us at any second of any day, at any moment. You have the ability to give yourself everything that you need. You truly have everything you could ever need already within you. And I think when you can't sit in that discomfort of being alone, that's kind of scary, because it means that you don't know how to love yourself. And I am such a firm believer that you have to love yourself first. That doesn't mean that love can deepen and broaden and change and go through whatever in the face of another person or in a relationship. But you do need to know how to give yourself the things that you need, whether that's understanding, acceptance, validation, happiness, love. Like, being able to pour those things into yourself first means that no matter what situation you're in, you know that you will always be okay, and you can walk away from the things that aren't serving you, and you can reduce the risk of losing yourself in another person or losing yourself in a relationship, losing your spark and your happiness and your peace, because you recognize the moments for what they are, and you know no matter what, you will always be okay on your own. Another thing I want to touch on is listening to your intuition. I feel like women in particular, we have such a strong sense of intuition and a gut feeling. And when it is the alarm bells are going ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling-ling. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you something. Listen to it. Lean into it. And I say this to clients when they're trying to learn to trust themselves again and lean into their intuition more. Question it until you are satisfied. If you are wondering if that person is telling the truth, keep questioning them until you are satisfied with their answer. That's going to help you to learn to trust yourself again. And I feel like 9 times out of 10, when your intuition is going ding-a-ling-ling, it's because there's a reason for it. There is something that is not making sense, something that's not adding up. And we have a sixth sense, us women. We find out everything. We really do. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. If it is telling you something, listen to it, lean into it, question it, trust the pull that's inside of you, because I promise you, it's just simply not planted there for no reason. Okay, whether it's listening to your intuition in changing careers, or exploring that healing modality, or your friends lying to you and trying to figure out what that is, or your boyfriend's cheating on you, whatever your intuition is telling you, lean into it, trust the pull, and figure out what it is. If your intuition is constantly telling you the same, like it's a voice in your head saying like, what about this or what about that? And you're staying in the same environment that's making that intuition kind of go off, then you do have to question that and lean into it, because not doing so means that you're ignoring your intuition, and that over time is going to break down your intuition, and you will end up in a place where you don't trust yourself completely. Another thing I want to say is, I kind of touched on this before, so often when you're going through big change and growth, it feels like what you wanted and what you are losing was everything that you wanted. And I just want to remind you that it will get better. Time will heal. And I know, believe me, I know it doesn't feel like it right now. And you're wondering, why can't I have this thing? Why isn't it working out the way that I wanted it to? And even I know this in this situation. And it's hard to see the reasons and to understand completely. But I promise you, it will work out better than you could have ever imagined. And I guess this has been a season where I'm really leaning into God and trusting that this is His plan for me. And He trusts me, the universe trusts you, and it's not going to hand you anything that it doesn't believe that you can hold and handle. And I think knowing that and surrendering to that is a really beautiful thing. I guess allows you to let go of trying to control the situation and surrender to it instead. And I guess it kind of comes around to the law of detachment, like surrendering and just putting your faith in God or the universe or whatever you believe in. Surrendering to that and just trusting that it has you. You are protected. You are safe. What is meant for you will not miss you. Surrendering to that just allows you so much more freedom and to detach from the outcome and to trust in somebody else other than yourself, and just focus on working through what you're dealing with. Take it one step at a time, day by day. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just focusing on you and what you can control, and bettering yourself in healing and your emotional intelligence, your emotional regulation, processing the things that you're navigating. I also think sometimes the nicest thing a man can do is make sure that you don't spend the rest of your life with them. And I know in this moment you're probably thinking, I wanted it to be him. I wanted it to be this situation. I wanted that to be for the rest of my life. But I think hindsight is a beautiful thing, and just trust that in time you will understand why this all happened, and you will probably look back and be grateful. Overall, as sad as this has been to let go, I am so grateful to have experienced that, because, oh my God. Okay, I think it's a little too soon to be talking about this, but I feel like it's an important message, and I'm so grateful for the relationship. Fuck, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see tears. For fuck's sake, I literally have a client call in 30 minutes. I need to pull it together. I'm grateful. I'm grateful because this relationship came into my life at a point where I knew my worth and I knew I was capable of giving it to myself. But I think I did start to wonder if that love or those standards exist. I'm still processing a lot of this. Regardless, I'm so grateful that to have experienced that and been shown that. Now I'm just trusting that something better is in store for me, and it's going to be better than I could have ever imagined. Just reached 2222 on the recording. Angel numbers. I've been seeing so many angel numbers lately. The other thing I want to talk about is let them. And I know this is a very well-known Mel Robbins theory, But honestly, let them be wrong about you. Let them judge you. Let them hurt you. Let them lose you. Let them do whatever they need to do. Just even if it's not something that they need to do, literally let them. Let you walk away. Let you hurt. Let you heal. Let you move through it in whatever way you need to. But I think there's something so empowering about learning to let go of what you can't control. That's something that I've really been holding close to my heart throughout these days of navigating all of this, is just reminding myself, let them do all the things and let you walk away and let you focus on yourself, because you deserve that. And I hope you listening to this also know that you deserve that too. And I'm really sorry if you can hear the garbage truck in the background of this. I'm really rushing through this because I need to jump off this and jump on a call. The things that have been helping me navigate this season the most is probably what I just said. Let them, and saying that over and over in my head. Let them and let me. People's actions are a reflection of them, not you. Okay, people are always projecting. I'm projecting right now. I'm obviously still hurting, still a bit emotional, which we've probably gathered from this episode. Just remind yourself, people are always projecting, and you have to look at people's actions and take the weight away from it being something about you, and accepting that it was never about you. It was always about them. And just the same with you, your actions are about you, not necessarily about them. Obviously, certain things can happen that can prompt your actions, but at the end of the day, what happened to you is not your fault, but healing is your responsibility. I keep saying that to myself, like, yeah, there's things that have really fucking hurt me, and I'm, pissed off, I feel whatever, but that's not my fault. Healing is. Trying to pour all of my energy into that and just focusing on me and sitting in the discomfort of being alone and crying and feeling it and just moving through it, because I know that that is what's going to serve me long term. And the last thing I want to do is end up hurting people. And I know, as I said before, hurt people. So heal so that you are not bleeding onto the people that you love and care about, because I can tell you right now, it fucking sucks and it hurts and it's shit being on the receiving end of somebody else's self-sabotaging, self-destructive coping mechanisms, just because they don't have the self-awareness or the tools or the support around them to work through their trauma. So I don't know. I feel like this episode has been a little bit here, there, and everywhere. I didn't plan this. I just have kind of talked and shared what I am feeling. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it has been good. I'm not sure, but I will be back in your ears next week for a normal episode. But I hope you girls all have a wonderful week wherever you are, wonderful day, whether you're watching in the morning, evening, on your hot girl walks, driving to work, whatever it is. I hope you're having the best time. I love you all so much, and I will see you in next week's episode.